What's up guys, Matthew here for Go Tips. Today I'm just gonna do a little do-it-yourself video. This video is gonna help you completely wipe out having to buy anti-fog inserts. Now, some of you might not know what anti-fog inserts are, and what they are is a little piece of cloth-like material that you put into your housing that separates your housing from your camera if you live in an extreme cold environment or an extreme humid environment. Like me, I live in Florida, and right now it's in the hundreds, so I could get some condensation in here and it could damage my camera. But with the fog inserts collect the moisture so it doesn't get onto the camera and damage it. The same kind of principle with a cold environment. The moisture would build up in here and damage the camera, but with the cloth it doesn't damage the camera because the cloth soaks it up. Now, what you're going to need for this is your camera, your housing, a paper towel, and a pair of scissors, and that's going to be it. Now let's get started on how to do this. First, what you're going to want to do is you can use the half sheet or the full sheet, but you're going to follow the same instructions for either one. So with this, I have a half sheet. So what you want to do is you're going to want to fold it in half the best you can, just like that, and then take the scissors. I'm not going to show you the whole thing just to save some time, so I'll just do a little piece of the paper towel. So then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to cut it in half, just like I said a second ago. So now you have two halves of the paper towel. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to fold the half that you just cut in half. And now instead of cutting this way, you're going to cut this way, vertically. So I'll go ahead and do that for you real quick. Now some people will knock on you saying that the strips are too thin or what have you, but you can cut the strips really to any size you want. And these strips are actually a little too long. Normally if you had a full sheet paper towel, they wouldn't be this long. They would be a little bit shorter, like that. But now they're probably like 2 inches compared to like 1.5 inches. Okay, so now that you got all your sheets that you're going to want to use, you're going to want to get your camera and your housing. Let me try and focus this up a little bit better. There we go. Now the Hero 3 Plus, I don't know about the Hero 4, but the Hero 3 Plus is a little different than the Hero and the ones previous to this. So I'll show you how to install it on the left side. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to hold the cloth between your thumb and the camera on the lens side, and then hold it and kind of sandwich it in there, just like that. And then as you're pushing the camera in, push in the cloth, just like that. Because the housing and the camera is built slightly different on these models compared to previous models, so it's a little tougher to squeeze it into the left side, so you kind of want to sandwich it in. And then pretty much all you got to do is start working everything in. You know, just kind of put everything back here. Just put it in. And what I'll do for my camera is I'll try to cover the ports as much as possible. So for like your backpack and around the battery opening, I try to get as much paper towel back there as I can. So I might do something like this. I mean, I try to pretty much cover like the whole back of it. And then you just are going to want to push it in. It's going to be a little tight. That's good though. Clip it in. And now you have an anti-fog little area in the back. You can put pieces that are in here, but for sake of the video, I was just doing the back. Now I'm going to do some math for you. So bear with me for 1 second. Alright. Now, I know it's probably hard to see, but for your GoPro anti-fog inserts, you pay $14.99 for 12 little squares. And that's just crazy. Now, for the do-it-yourself version of this, if you get the Bounty 2-ply paper towel pack with 12 rolls in it, you get 60 sheets in the package. So that's per roll. So you're already way ahead of the game from GoPro. Now if you take and you do the half like I told you, now you will be able to do half from one sheet and another half from the same sheet. So say you get 60 little tabs out of one full sheet of paper towels, then that's 60 times 60, which would be 3,600 sheets that you would get just out of one roll of paper towels. Now, me personally, I would like 3,600 strips for $12.99 compared to compared to 12 for $14.99. I mean, it only makes sense, it's only logical. This number, of course, will vary depending on how thick or thin you cut your strips. But I mean, at the end of the day, you're working out 100 times better doing it yourself than buying the name brand fog inserts. And not just GoPro, but anybody that sells the fog inserts, no one will sell it as cheap as if you do it yourself. So, to go over it again, take a full sheet or a half sheet piece of paper towel, fold it in half, cut that in half where you just creased the line, then take half of that sheet, fold it again, now cut it vertically like this instead of the line that you just creased in it. Cut it from top to bottom, and that will give you your strips. Pretty simple, easy to do, save money. With GoPro, that's always what you want to do, is you want to find some kind of way to save money. And with this little tip, you will save a bunch of money. 3,600 compared to 12. That'll do it for this video. I will post a link to some Bounty paper towels down in the description if you so choose to go this way. I'll also post a link to the name brand fog inserts so you kind of can compare each other. But that's pretty much it, guys. Just a little simple video on a little way to save you some money. So until the next time, I'll see you guys later.